Use the derivative formula f prime of a equals limit as h goes to 0 of f of a plus h minus f of a over h to find the derivative of f of x equals 6 plus 5x minus 2x squared, where a equals to 2. First thing to do is write down the derivative formula specifically for our a value of 2. So f prime of 2 equals the limit as h goes to 0 of f of 2 plus h minus f of 2 all over h. The next thing to do is to evaluate f at 2 plus h. That means to take and replace each x with a 2 plus h. So that'll be 6 plus 5 times 2 plus h minus 2 times 2 plus h squared. And then evaluate f of 2, and we're going to be subtracting f of 2, the entire quantity, so put parentheses or brackets around it. And we have, for f of 2, 6 plus 5 times 2 minus 2 times 2 squared. And all of this is divided by h. Next thing to do is to start to simplify these expressions. So we'll have limit as h goes to 0 of 6 plus, we're going to distribute that 5 in. And then we'll have minus 2 times 2 plus h squared. We're going to want to FOIL that out. And then we have minus in the brackets, we have 6 plus 5 times 2, which is a 10, minus 2 times 2 squared. 2 squared is 4 times the negative 2 is a negative 8. Now our goal in the definition of derivative involving h problem is to get an h to factor from the numerator to cancel with the h in the denominator. Until we can do that, we're going to have the 0 over 0 indeterminate form. Let's continue to simplify this. Limit as h goes to 0 of 6 plus 10 is 16 plus 5h, and then minus 2 times, and then we'll FOIL out 2 plus h times 2 plus h first. Will be 4. Outside will be a 2h. Inside will be another 2h, and last will be an h squared. And then minus 6 plus 10 is 16, minus 8 is 8. All this is divided by h. So we have limit as h goes to 0 of 16 plus 5h. Distributing the negative 2 will give us a negative 8, negative 4h, another negative 4h, and a negative 2h squared, and then we have the minus 8. At this point we can combine together like terms, and terms that do not have an h in them should fully cancel, because we need to be able to factor an h out of the numerator to cancel with that h in the denominator. We have a 16, a negative 8, and a negative 8, and those will fully cancel. We have a 5h, a negative 4h, and a negative 4h. 5 minus 4 is 1, minus another 4 is a negative 3h. And we have a negative 2h squared. Those remaining terms each have an h in them, so we can factor the h out. So we'll do that now, leaving us with a negative 3 and a minus 2h. All this is over h. And as soon as we cancel that, we no longer have the 0 over 0 indeterminate form. We have a negative 3 minus 2h. We can place a 0 in for any of the remaining h's. That will give us negative 3 minus a 0, which comes out to negative 3. This represents the derivative of the function and then evaluated it to f prime of 2.